It's Christmas Day. I end up leaving from over there with my folks. I get up and I just start driving. I can't even remember what the excuse was, but I had an excuse to leave. Like, I just couldn't focus on what was in front of me. I couldn't. Don't you say shit to me. I said, you ain't no type of woman. And I say, shit, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all hear me? 6 felony charges. Or is it 7? I'm gonna have to show y'all my paperwork. What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in with me each time that I post, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we get to that, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, drop down below in the comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis. All comments are always greatly appreciated and welcome, but make sure y'all keep them respectful. As y'all have already seen the title, you have an idea of what this story is going to be about today, so y'all, let's get to that. It's currently Christmas Eve, and I thought, what would be a better time other than Christmas Eve to upload a story about Christmas? Originally, I was going to upload it on Christmas Day, but I felt like y'all was going to be with y'all families, enjoying that time, and you're not going to be watching somebody on YouTube or whatever. So, I mean, then again, I don't know, you may. But here it is, Christmas Eve, and I'm recording this story, so it will most definitely be uploaded before the end of the day. So hopefully, y'all will tune in and enjoy this story. We all know that I have been given a series of stories about how I ruined everybody's Christmas, and I told y'all to continue to tune in so you can get to the climax of this series, and today will be that climax because I'm not gonna drag it long, y'all. I gave y'all what I want to give y'all about how things happened leading up until this point. So here we are. During this time, this is, like I said, was some years ago during Christmas Eve. So at this point, Christmas Eve day, we are meeting cuts. We are currently on the outs. But for some reason we still was like talking, communicating, we were back and forth. Y'all know how you've been in a serious relationship with somebody and y'all always backtrack some kind of way. Well, I don't know if everybody do that, but, and I've never really done it, but he was the only person that I felt like, maybe because we were like once engaged and we did at some point care about each other, but we like backslid one day. Y'all know what I mean by backslide. Y'all know what I mean by backslide. So one day we just, out of nowhere, we backslide. Backslide. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I mean by backslide. And if you don't, it's basically when you hook back up with your ex and y'all have sex. And crazy as this may seem, this is probably the best interaction we've had, even from when we was in a relationship. This encounter was probably the best encounter. He was like, why you weren't like this then? But truth being told, from a woman perspective, especially somebody like me, I got to have some type of emotional tie with you for real, for me to give the most to you. I'm telling you, and this just a, I'm gonna say this is like a secret, you know. I'm just gonna tell y'all this is some game from a woman. A woman is only gonna give her best to a man that she feels is deserving of that. And yes, I was with this man, and he was great. He was good in some instances to me. He was a guy that I was willing to marry. But I just knew deep down inside, he wasn't the one. So, you know, I think like I've mentioned before, we hold on to people because we have years and time with them, and we're comfortable and content with what we have decided to settle for with them. And I can honestly say we both probably were settling for things because I wasn't the woman for him, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a woman that was out here doing the shit that he was doing, you know what I'm saying? And I had got to that point after we broke up, but I definitely wasn't out here on the type of time that he was on. I felt like if he really didn't want to be with me, he should have let me go. So basically, yeah, we had a hookup moment. So we was kind of trying to be cool about it. But I knew that man was with the girl that he claimed that he was not spending any time with. The girl that I found out he was cheating on me with. He basically was trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? He was trying to downplay their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell it was. He might not have slept with her yet, but but he definitely was hanging out with her and dating her. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this was Christmas Eve. We was having some conversation. We was back and forth about some stuff. And of course, you know, we was cool and then we got into it or whatever. So I'm like, man, fuck you. He like, fuck you, blah, 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 all that crazy stuff. So the next day comes, y'all. It's Christmas Day. And so I just woke up in my feelings this day. I woke up like this is not how this day should be. I should be enjoying my fiance and my family and his family. Like a whole bunch of emotions just came over me that I wasn't currently feeling. And maybe because I knew just last Christmas I had a great Christmas with my man and our families. You know what I'm saying? Like, who don't want that type of feeling? Just enjoying the holidays with the people you love outside of your intermediate family. You know what I'm saying? Or your cousins. Like, who don't want that? And yeah, it was times where I felt like I didn't want to be tied down, like married and shit. But it got to a point where, like I said, this is somebody I started growing up with. Like, I can't explain it. Like, y'all know. You know. You just want to be having a... it don't matter. Anyway, y'all, I just felt away. I'm just like, damn, just last year, my life was in a totally different place. I was much happier during the holidays. So I felt so betrayed, y'all, because this man dissed me for a chick that he was cheating on me with and decided to go spend time with her and her family. And how I knew this man was spending time with her and her family, he posted the shit online that he finna go... What he said? He said, I'm finna go Casanova this thing and kick it with my new chick. Some crazy shit he had online, y'all. I was like, no, the fuck he didn't. So I'm over here kicking with my folks, y'all. I'm just so emotional. You know, my family giving me their gifts, and y'all, I was trying to be so happy with my folks. And I know a couple of my families probably felt like I was being a certain type of way, like I didn't like their gifts. But y'all, it was not that. I was really over there about to burst at the seams. I was so hurt, y'all. Like, I can't explain the type of pain that I felt, because I'm like, damn, like, how did I go from where I was to this? Granted, you know what I'm saying, we had our hang-ups about things, and we wasn't in love with each other, but that doesn't mean that our breakup had to be the way it was. You know what I'm saying? I felt away. So, you know, I kicked it with my folks, and then I found some reasons to leave from over there with them, y'all. Like, I can't even remember what the excuse was, but I had an excuse to leave. Like, I just couldn't focus on what was in front of me. I could not. Like, I was emotional wreck. Like, they didn't know it, but how I'm feeling right now, like, I'm starting to remember the feelings I had then. And like, I'm feeling it right now. So it's like, I don't know, maybe because this is the first time that I'm really talking about it with strangers or people that know who I'm talking about that's watching this video. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know me personally, but they knew of me and this person. So, you know, they never really knew how I felt or everything that really happened and how it happened. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's Christmas Day. I end up leaving from over there with my folks. I get up and I just start driving. Originally, y'all, I was gonna go home, but I took a detour. I found myself over there in front of that girl's house, and sure enough, as I'm pulling up closer to the home, they're pulling out the driveway. So somebody spotted me. So he walks out the car. No, he backs on out, and then he pulls up beside me. What are you doing here, Tanya? What are you doing here? I don't even remember what I said to him, y'all. But I definitely just blacked out. And next thing I know, he just talking real crazy. So we going back and forth about some shit. Don't even know what the hell we was going back and forth about. And she just looking crazy at me. And I'm looking at her like, damn, bitch, what's up? And then she wanted to say so. I said, don't you say shit to me. I said, you ain't no type of woman, bitch. You better not say shit to me, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. So, you know, she ain't really saying nothing. She was just looking crazy as hell. And you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because this is the same bitch that had started making fake pages. Y'all, we weren't even broke up that long, but I instantly started getting fake pages and messages from a fake page, y'all. I knew it was that girl or whoever else that she was, you know, her friends or whoever it was. Like, wasn't nobody else doing this shit. It had to be them, because she was the only person that knew that me and this guy was together, because we hadn't broadcast it online yet. But he did the moment he said he finna go kick it with some new chick. Like, nobody really knew that we had broke up yet. But right before Christmas, like a Christmas Eve or whatever that was, Christmas Eve, whatever he said about what he finna go do with the new bitch, that's when people probably knew that we had broke up. Don't really matter. So yes, y'all, We back and forth, and then he pulls off, and so I shit pulled off right behind him. And then instantly, y'all, like I said, I just blacked out this moment. But I do remember, like, damn, this was playing in my head, like this just happened, like I was just chasing this motherfucker. But at the time, I wasn't thinking. I was furious. My heart was broken. I had all kinds of emotions, y'all. Like, I was very jilted by the fact that this man was with this woman, and we weren't even broke up for a good 48 hours. Shit, it might have been. I don't know. It just seemed like it was 48 hours. It might have been a week. But it don't matter. The fact that you was willing, you already got a bitch in your car to go meet your family. Damn, they knew about this girl? But y'all know, family always know about some shit, but they would never tell you. And as close as me and his sister might have been at the time, she gonna have her brother back. She gonna take her brother's side. I ain't gonna know shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's fuck her too. Even though to this day, I still got a lot of love for his sister, whatever. You know, because she was a genuine person in my eyes. Like, I can honestly say she was a genuine person. She would be too goddamn honest to me about things. Like, she was a person where she felt bad for lying. I'm like, girl, please, you gotta learn how to lie when it's necessary. But this ain't about her. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that your family gonna have your back regardless. They gonna sit up and joke and laugh in your face when they knowing there's some other shit going on. So that's how I felt. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm looking down. Let me hold on. Let me adjust my camera. I'm definitely looking down. I forgot where I was. Anyway, so yeah, I was just talking about the sister, you know, she gonna take her for her brother regardless. So yeah, we drive, always speeding off or whatever, and we back and forth. He's talking shit out the window, like, go on or something. I remember her saying something like that. And I'm like, no, you dirty as hell for how you did me. And, you know, I know what was going at it about the situation. He literally had her and her kids in the car. Like I said, at this point, I'm sure I was blacked out because I don't give a fuck about none of that. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I saw people in the car, but I didn't know who the hell was in the car. It didn't really matter at this moment. I honestly believe at this moment, he picked them up and he was gonna go get his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think she was in the car with him at that moment. Because, yeah, I don't think he was with her. I don't think she was not in the car. Because, yeah, we're gonna get on it later. So, yeah, we racing down the main street. We racing down this main street, y'all. This street called New Allen. That's the street I mentioned to y'all earlier. It's a very long street that has like some curves and twists and stuff. And it got like these metal railings so you won't fall over in the median and shit like that, y'all. We was speeding down this street on Christmas Day, y'all. And so he pulls his glizzy out the window. So shit, of course I had mine in the car, you know. I pulled mine out and we just riding down the street talking shit to each other. And then he started trying to veer over in my lane and try to run me off the highway, y'all. What the hell he do that for? I really was mad then. And so somehow I lost control of my car, y'all. I don't recall if it was kind of wet out there that day. I don't remember the rain. But after that last veer over he did in my lane, I tried to keep from him hitting me, and I ran off the street, and I hit a tree, y'all. When I say the tree fell down on the roof of my car, and it missed me by that much, like, y'all, I could have been dead in this car. Like, this tree could have killed me. I can't even call. I wish I had the photos of everything. Like, I don't have none of this stuff, y'all, because I feel like I just got, like I said, I got rid of my Facebook page and I got rid of a lot of stuff. The phone, that was so long ago, so that phone, old. I'm sure they don't even design that phone no more. So all of my memories of this stuff is gone. I definitely have my, okay, I'm moving too fast. So all of that stuff, my memories is gone. And so, y'all, I instantly hop out the car, and then of course, you know, you start seeing people pulling over because they're the witnesses or whatever. And so, you know, you got all these people around. Like, it wasn't processed to me like what was going on. I just knew that I survived this car crash. So I hopped out the car. I'm screaming, y'all. I know I am very, very, I can't even find the word I'm trying to say for this. I can't even, y'all. I just remember me screaming and crying all at the same time. And so, of course, some people walk up to me like, are you okay? You're okay? I saw the whole thing, you know, whatever. And while all of this is going on, he had called the police on me. So all these police and ambulances start coming out everywhere because I'm sure people were seeing what's going on. And him and whoever else probably called the police. And then, so they probably called 911 or whatever because, you know, it didn't take long for them to come. And truth be told, like, the police precinct wasn't that far from where we were. And of course, the ambulances and all that, they wasn't far from where we were, especially from this street. Like, the neighborhood was in, those first responders wasn't very far. So they came pretty quick. Next thing I know, the police come over to me. They ask some questions, whatever, and they trying to put me in handcuffs. And so, you know, I'm like, let me call my mama, whatever. This man that called the police on me, y'all, saying that I can't remember everything that he said. I really don't remember or whatever. But he basically called the police on me, saying I was trying to kill him, harass him, just whatever he needed to say to get these people to say whatever. And so I'm telling them whatever I'm saying to them. I don't even remember any of what was said. You know, truth be told, I really just don't remember. But I knew I was arrested that day. And I just remember me looking at him like, really? Like, really, cuz? Really, you really gonna do this to me? There, I was so hurt. If I wasn't hurt before, I definitely was devastated after that. Like, you really called the police on me. Like, you really called the police on me when you started trying to hit me first. Granted, yes, I pulled off, chasing down the street with y'all. We was basically riding side by side. I wasn't behind him. We was side by side talking shit to one another. But you tried to run me off the road. So I don't know what he really told these people. But by it being all of them in the car and they're his witnesses, of course they're going to have his back. And of course, the bitch going to have his back because she trying to get rid of me. She been trying to get rid of me. She tried to get rid of me even after all this stuff was going on. This is where all the fake pages, the calls and the texts, the comparing herself to me photos. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all all of this shit. I went and dug up the stuff from my old Facebook page, the other page I got deactivated. I got 2 pages deactivated, but this ain't the very, very first page. This is the second page I made. I found 2 fake pages that she had. One of them is actually a legit page. I think that girl is her sister. I don't give a fuck if they ever see this shit. I'm definitely gonna show you her sister name and the shit that they sent me. You know what I'm saying? I got all of that shit that was on them pages. And they can go back and try to delete it. It don't matter, bitch. I already screenshotted that shit. So I'm definitely finna show y'all this shit here. I don't know if I'm gonna show y'all some of this here. I don't know. I said I was gonna show this stuff in my membership, but at this point, baby, I might show all this shit here. So y'all gonna be seeing little screenshots throughout all of this or whatever. So I'm definitely finna show y'all that shit. And if I don't, it's gonna be some more stuff on my membership. If y'all want to tune in and see that, then y'all have to check it out then. But anyway, so yeah, yes, girl was harassing me from there. But anyway, like I said, he called the police on me and I get arrested, y'all. So of course I get taken down to jail East. And jail East is the women's detention center here, like jail or whatever. So I go there or whatever, get booked. I have to wait to be booked and processed. Y'all, this is Christmas Day and I'm getting taken to jail. Crazy as it is, I wasn't the only woman that was being brought in that day. It was a room full of people. Like, it was probably a good 40 or 50 of us in that damn room being brought in that day. I don't know if their crimes were committed on the day that mine was, but it definitely was a lot of us getting processed in that day. And I know I wasn't leaving that day. I just knew in my mind I was not leaving that day, y'all. I don't know. And like, that wasn't like, yeah. I think I ended up bonding out. I think I did bond out the next day. Yeah, I bonded out the next day, I believe. It was the next day or the day after that. I bonded out, like, well, I wasn't in there that long. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, I know this is not going to be over. Like I said, I ended up bonding out that night. I slept. I did have to dress out that night or whatever and go to the room, whatever. And I was talking to people about what's... I didn't really talk to nobody for real. I don't even think I really talked to anybody that night. I might have talked to a couple people, but I didn't say a whole lot that night because I was a ball of emotions. Like I said, I had blacked out. And I think I didn't really get to a point where I was focused until I realized I had to be dressed out that night. Like I said, I got booked and processed and fingerprinted. Of course, you know, they took my mug shot, and I'm definitely gonna show y'all my mug shot. Matter of fact, this chick sent me a picture of my mug shot with herself beside me, comparing herself. I'm definitely finna show y'all that shit. She had a whole little paragraph of what she wanted to say to me beside my mug shot, y'all. This shit's so funny now. But then it's like, bitch, who is you? And y'all, the crazy thing is, this girl felt like it's like she wanted to be me so bad, y'all. And when y'all look at these pictures, you're gonna be like, but bitch, you ain't all that. And I'm not just saying that, but she wasn't that cute. Girl, look at a hot ghetto ass mess. Like, girl, your hair is jacked up. Your clothes tacky as fuck, and to this day, y'all, that bitch still be tacky. I'm definitely gonna show y'all some pictures of what this shit get on. And my thing is this, just because that shit name brand don't mean that shit is cute, bitch. Get it together. And then it's knockoff name brand shit, so bitch, what? It ain't even about that. It's the fact that you really was comparing yourself to me. You was hating on me so hard like you knew me personally. You didn't know nothing about me. I feel like this girl needed to do this for herself because she felt a way about what she did as a woman. So she had to try to make me feel bad. She was basically projecting her own insecurities on me. In a nutshell, basically. So, I don't know. Like I said, she was very irrelevant to me. The shit she was doing was funny as hell to me. I didn't feel no type of way. Like I said, I didn't even really engage. If anybody said anything to her back and forth, it was the bitches that knew me and who was broke up, and they wanted to stir the pot because they knew all of this was going on. And in our city, I don't even know if they still have it, but we had this paper, y'all. This paper for criminals called Just Busted. If I recall, Boo Thing was the person that told me he seen me and Just Busted. That lying mother could have been lying. He was the only person that said something to me about that, real talk. And at that point, I ain't trust him no way. I was kind of cool with him, but I wasn't cool with him because all this shit started because of you. We didn't start having problems until you came into my space. So to this very day, I communicate with him when he reached out to me, but I cannot stand him. And honestly, I don't wish you well. I never. So Christmas Day, like I said, I think I bonded out. And so, you know, of course I had to get me a lawyer because now I got charges. And so I had to get me a lawyer, whatever. And my lawyer tell me my charges, y'all. I had 6 felony charges. Y'all hear me? 6 felony charges. Or is it 7? I'm gonna have to show y'all my paperwork because I'm in this story and I can't quite remember exactly, but 6 is a lot for a young woman like myself at the time. 6 felony charges. The folks trying to ruin my life, all because we had a argument, and yes, we was in vehicles, so it makes it a little more dangerous, but he was the one trying to run me off the road. But anyway, so yeah, time come for me to get ready to go to court or whatever. Judge reading all different charges, this and that, and things like that. I think I end up going to, yeah, that was the first arraignment, whatever. I don't know if that was the first time I went, I don't know if this was the time I went to jail, or was the second. Well, of course y'all know I went to jail the day I got arrested, but of course I had to go to court for some stuff. Oh no, yeah, I did. I had to go to court a few times. You had to go to court a few times or whatever like that. And this is when your judge your attorney trying to get your sentencing down or whatever. They trying to get whatever deal they can get for you. They're trying to get you to plead guilty for stuff. I wasn't pleading guilty for shit at the time. So, you know, of course you going through court a couple times or whatever. And so fast forward, it wound up getting to the final court arraignment date. And of course, this is what they call it, go upstairs to a bigger court or whatever, and where the DA really gets involved about different stuff like that or whatever. And so, yeah, I get to that court day, y'all. And during this time, he ended up getting my charges reduced down to 1 charge. They threw out 1 charge, which, y'all, was possession of a weapon that wasn't registered. It was that one. I had bullets in it, but I had never used it. Like, I didn't shoot no rounds. I had never shot rounds off. So, I definitely had bullets in it, but I didn't use it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, my glizzy. So, they got rid of that one. And like I said, they had their reasons why certain stuff happened. And they ended up getting it down to 1 charge. It still was a high crime felony, but it wasn't the 6 or 7 that I had. You know what I'm saying? So, that happens. And on this particular day, they told me that I was going to have to do 2 weeks in jail, y'all. 2 weeks in jail. In prison, in jail. And I would have to be on probation when I get out. I think it was for a couple years. And during this time, I had to go to anger management. And I had to complete some type of diversion program. And once I got off of it, and this wasn't going to be determined until after my 2 weeks, whether or not he was going to let me go, or I was going to have to do 10 years after I did those 2 weeks. So, y'all, I was a hysterical mess in there. And you can see the smirk on this bitch face. And like I said, they just played whatever happened to scene. They talking about some stuff I did. Y'all remember that story I made about when I shoot the police? that happened in the midst of after I found out that he was over there with that girl. I had went over there another day and we got into it or whatever. And that's the day I ran from the police. Y'all, I gave y'all that story. I was trying to make sure I find that story time, put it here, y'all. So y'all can go check that story time out about when I shoot the police. So yes, that's that day. So yes, these are the characters in that story. So yes, y'all, I do my 2 weeks in jail. And when I'm in there, I was in a room with this girl that shot her baby daddy's girlfriend or whatever. So of course the kids with him or whatever. She's gonna be there for a minute because she had a whole bunch of other charges. And this girl way younger than me. This girl, I don't even think she was 21 years old. So yes, it was a lot of girls in there for different things. I was in there for baby murderers. Y'all know what I mean by murderers. And these are women that have put their kids in situations that you know, off their kids or whatever. Like they didn't off them purpose. Like, y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be careful because this is YouTube and I don't want them to flag my account, this story for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? They was in there for being negligent to their kids. For higher crimes, y'all. The pod that I was in, you know, they have you in there by pods. And the pod I was in was like the highest crime pod. I was in there with them type of people. Murderers. Y'all know what I mean by murderers. I was in there with them. Not all of them were, but a lot of us were. So this is like the high crime part. Like I can't remember the numbers and all the codes and all that shit. Just know it was the high crime part. Yes, I wasn't in it with the crazies, but yeah, the people that committed the highest felonies you can commit up in there. And basically, this is like I said, a holdover detention center until they determine if you're going to go to the big prison. I don't think I was ever in threat of being on that level, even though they said I can do 10 years. I literally could have done those 10 years in the detention center and not ever have gone to the prison. It would have depended on the DA and the state and all that extra crap, however they would have looked at that. I don't know all the politics of that. But I don't think I was ever in threat of going there. I could have literally, like I said, did them 10 years there in jail east. But anyway, so yes, y'all. I'm in there, that's 2 weeks. Like I said, during this time, you know, I get my little commissary. My folks, they came and visit me, then they ended up going out of town. Then so y'all, I just really felt alone then. Even though they wasn't in there with me, the fact that they was going out of town without me, I still felt some type of way. And of course, you know, they give you time to just sit and think about what you've done and what you have going on and how you in here and the people that help get you here are not here. Don't know if they even thinking about you or whatever. And honestly, during this time, me and Boo Thang, y'all know who I'm talking about. Boo Thang Twan was kind of like talking, and I guess he was feeling some type of way. But after that day that I went to court that last day, I had talked back to him. I guess he feel like, I don't know, I'm sure he knew what was going on. If he didn't hear from me, and the girls, because during this particular time, y'all, I also was out for my job. I didn't lose it, but I had to take a leave of absence. A lot of people didn't know why I was gone. They just knew I was gone, but Boo Thang knew. I had to take a leave of absence from my job, but also, y'all know me, I'm going to work. I'm a hustler, baby. I still had to maintain the little bills that I did have at this apartment and in my car and all that. Even though my credit and stuff, some of my stuff still get messed up because I couldn't pay everything. I had like this little job at this place that allowed felons. Even though I didn't have felony charges that stuck yet, I still was in a current court case. And so I was able to get this little job and just keep certain things afloat, keep my phone on because I needed my phone on because I needed to talk to my lawyer and whatever else I had going on. I needed to be in constant contact with him and to pay the fees that I needed to pay him. So I had money in my account, y'all. So I was able to pay my lawyer and things like that and go do some other stuff to get some money. So I was able to pay those fees. And after all this was done, I ended up going back to my job. My manager was like, your family must have money. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I had the money. I hustled for this shit. Not trying to downplay my family, but I got myself in this situation. I did what I need to do to get myself out of that situation. But anyway, so yes, y'all, like I said, I do that time. Of course, I get out and now I had to do probation for 2 years. I wasn't worried about shit because I'm like, I don't do shit. I didn't do shit then. You know what I'm saying? Hung out with my homegirls and drank a little bit. But I don't smoke, so you ain't ever got to worry about that. So I went in then when it was time to go and he kept tabs for them couple years. I got through that. I went to an anger management class, y'all. For 1 day, I played that shit to the left. Like, ain't shit wrong with me. I went in there and said what I need to say, did what I had to do. I didn't have to go back. They didn't make me come back. But like I said, I had to complete my diversion program and all that crap like that. And so once all that was done, like I said, I was still on probation because you can only be gone from the job for a year. So had I been gone over a year, I would have lost my job. But like I said, I was still on probation for 2 years. They was fine with it, but I was like I said, I was in this diversion program, and that was the thing that kept me to be able to work at the company I've been at for years. This is the company I've been at for years, y'all. I was able to keep my job, and even though my particular position wasn't available because they put somebody in place, because that's an area where I was at, they needed people there. They needed 2 leads in their position. I was able to go to another area that I used to help in all the time and be a lead there. So I was pretty much getting into a new environment in my job, which was cool. Like I said, folks was happy to see me back at work. They really wasn't asking too many questions. A lot of people didn't even know why I was gone, truth be told. And I'm so grateful that nobody really told my business, because, you know, Boo thing, he knew, but nobody really said too much. I told people what's going on, and people knew that, you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter. If they did, they didn't say nothing to me. And I'm so grateful nobody really said anything to me about my business, because people probably just really didn't know. But it don't matter. So yes, y'all, I did 2 weeks in jail and had 6 or 7 felony charges. I'm gonna get y'all that information. I'm gonna post it somewhere, because I need to go look at it and see what it is, y'all. I mean, I literally got it right here. I can probably pull it up. But yes, y'all, I just had to bring this to y'all and tell y'all about how I ruined everybody's Christmas, y'all. My mama, to this day, I was talking to her about that. I was telling her I was gonna do this story, and she's like, girl, she said, I cried the whole night. Like, I cried for a long time about this situation, because I just knew you was gone. She's like, I just knew. I was just so done. I was a ball of emotions. I'm like, I'm sorry you went through all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we do things that can forever ruin our lives and change our lives based off emotion. And even the judge was like, you should have just told me that you was juicing in the situation and you would have never had to do 2 weeks. But I feel like you have no care for authority and a whole bunch of other bullshit. Man, what the fuck ever. Anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna drag it all out. That's pretty much what happened in a nutshell on Christmas Day some years ago. And yeah, I really grew through that, got over that. And I still to this day feel like I wouldn't put them motherfuckers out if they was on fire. Ain't no bad blood. I don't hate you. I've seen them, you know, over the years. And it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? They see me, I see them, whatever. Like I said, me and his sister, we recently worked together a couple times directly in the same work groups. And, you know, it's been nothing. She ain't had nothing to do with us. Even though, you know, she gonna be loyal to her brother at the end of the day, but she ain't had nothing to do with what me and Kutz had going on, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. She gonna have her family's back. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Like I said, I ain't gonna do too much. I feel like I've been talking too long, and I just knew this was gonna be an hour. If I would have drug it out a little longer, it most definitely would have been an hour. But no, I just wanted to tell y'all that a lot of people don't know that happened to me. It's probably people watching this now that never knew that I went through any of that, that know me. Y'all probably never have known that I went through all of that. And yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this right here. Y'all jump down below in the comments. Let's chat, y'all. We can talk about whatever y'all want to ask me other questions about this situation. You definitely can do that here. And like I said, I'm gonna make sure I post some content in this video. Make sure I post some receipts, because that's basically what they are. And definitely gonna show y'all who this girl is and this guy is, and all the comparisons she was doing to herself, y'all. All the photos this girl was sending me of herself. That shit's so crazy. Oh, it's insane. And I'm telling y'all, for years, that girl kept hitting me up on Facebook trying to be cool with me. Like, what the fuck? Until I just completely deactivated my Facebook. It ain't because of her. It's just that Facebook didn't serve me a purpose. It no longer serves me a purpose. Like, when I was posting my business stuff on there, people supported me, but they didn't support me that I knew personally. And I'm like, why am I allowing these people into my personal life? Like, they shouldn't even have this type of access to me. They don't need me. I don't need them. Why they need to know all this about me? So that's kind of the reason why I got off Facebook. You know, it just wasn't the same. It used to be cool back when I was in college. They had all this different little shit on there. But yeah, over time, it's just a bunch of people that you grew up with that's trying to see what you got going on in your life. They watch what you do, but they don't really interact unless it's just some major drama. So yes, in a moment, y'all, I deactivated my page. I started seeing people, and they used to ask me, oh, so do you still do this type of work? Do you still offer this type of service? Or people that realized I had my Messenger open, they would message me on Messenger, because I still to this day have Messenger active. It don't matter. Like, I'm like, no, I'm good. So yes, y'all, it's crazy, right? Anyway, y'all, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, you tuning in, but you ain't subscribing. What's up with that? Also, turn on your post bell notifications so you will know the next time that I post. I hope y'all have a great Christmas. Like I said, this is Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna make sure I'll upload this soon as I get through with this. I'm gonna do whatever little tweaks I can do to it and get it uploaded. And I hope y'all have a great Christmas on tomorrow, y'all. And I'll see y'all in my next video.